Hello again, Steve here. I was having a great chat with somebody just the other day about the importance of certain things like confidence, and the words arrogance and swagger came up as perhaps offshoots of confidence. And I wrote them down because I thought they were important in terms of a discussion point, because a lot of times we get the sense that somebody might be arrogant or somebody might have a certain swagger to them. And what are they trying to pull on us, right? And I don't know if this matters really in the end, whether somebody seems to be arrogant or somebody seems to have a certain swagger. Because if we get caught in that trap, we can miss out on the message that's being presented. A lot of times these words get used as what's called an ad hom or an ad hominem, right? An ad hominem is basically either an overt or a subtle attack on the character of the person or the individual who's saying something, as a diversion from discussing the substance of what is being said. I mean, if for example something is true or something can be further debated or questioned or discussed or whatever, what is the point that somebody might appear to be arrogant or maybe even be arrogant have to do with it? The question is it correct or not? I think this is what's more important, and this is what it's more of a really a mature approach to this. So we had this talk, coffee chat not long ago, a few days ago, about the difference between persuasion and manipulation, and these sort of subtle differences too can be discerned by us looking at the content of what is being said and by asking clarification questions and so on. We get beyond then the personalities for the importance of the matter and look at the substance of what is being said. I think this comes down to really being able to discern logical fallacies within what is being said, what somebody's saying. So if somebody is dressed in a certain way, we talked about in this discussion, this coffee chat, about this concept of never trust anybody in a business suit. Well, is that true? Is it really true? After all, it's just a presentation. That's all it is. And persuasion is a form of presentation often, right? So is manipulation. But you could have two individuals dressed in the same gear, and one's trying to persuade, which is the effort of persuasion is trying to find your interests and to persuade you to act upon your interests. Manipulation is me trying to persuade you of my interests and get you to act upon my interests, which is not in your best interest, obviously. So both individuals could be dressed in the same outfit. One could be arrogant, one could be not, or they could both be arrogant. They could both be arrogant, they could both have a swagger. One has your interest in mind, perhaps his as well, and probably his as well, but at least yours. One doesn't have yours in mind. And this is akin to what somebody mentioned at our event, which is like, take any tool. Take however it is that we present ourselves as a tool, right? What could that tool be used for? It could be used for multiple things, right? Take a hammer. Hammer can be used to smash a window, to smash somebody's door down, or it can be used to build a finely crafted cabinet. The result is what we use it for, right? And lots of people present themselves in certain ways. I think it's important for us as people who want to improve the quality of our life experiences to get out of life what we want to get out, is to be able to discern what is in our world, right? And part of what is in our world is other people and their messages. Do they have truths to them? Are they logically consistent? Do they make sense to us? And we begin to see things more transparently. We tear off the necessity to have these ad hominem attacks to divert ourselves or other people from understanding what people are saying. And I think this is important, to be conscious of this and to become more skilled in it, more skilled in the ability to deflect ourselves from the tendency to advance into these ad hominem suggestions and attacks upon others and so on, and to not worry so much in the end whether somebody has a certain swagger or a certain arrogant look to them, whatever. What is the message? And maybe it is related to the swagger. Who knows? We may find that out. But in the meantime, if we're going to call ourselves open-minded and objective, we have to at least let ourselves down to the point of humble enough to say, hey, let me have a look at this. Let me understand. Let me ask you, what do you mean by that? You know? And if there is real substance to it, if there's real convincing argument to it, then what does it matter in the end to the message that somebody has a certain swagger and so on? I had this case the other day, not long ago. This guy on the internet who's had a fabulous message about the whole freedom movement and so on. And somebody made the suggestion that he was screwing somebody else's wife, and didn't sound good. You know, it didn't sound like a good example towards how to live a moral life and so on. And somebody else made the point, well, yeah, that could well be true, but does that discount everything he was saying? Is all he was saying now incorrect because he's screwing somebody else's wife? Well, it's a good point to make, isn't it? I mean, everybody has their foibles. Everybody has their challenges in life. But does that discount the validity of their arguments and what they've been saying earlier? I don't think so. So I think we have to be careful for our own quality of life and the meaning that we derive from it and the value that we get from the messages of other people, to refrain from just labeling people as something, and as a result of those labels, discounting or ignoring everything they say in terms of what value we can gain from them. So, hope this had value, and hope it's logically consistent. Steve here again, great chatting. Talk again soon. Bye for now.